called ProxyMeety. Sounds like proximity, but it's proxy spelled like the computer science, so it's spelled proxy, and meety as in you meet people. So it's ProxyMeety. You can see up here. So the point is, you're in a kind of an unknown location, or a location where it's somewhat crowded, or you just want to like get some information, and there are other people with the app. Other people have the same app installed. And when you're in the same proximity, you can see the users on your contact list. So, one scenario is, I'm in Italy, and I speak English. I'm in Italy, and I want to know what's the best restaurant in the area. So what I would do is log in. Okay, so I log in, and so I see CJ on my list, and so we're in the same proximity. Now, this is a chat room, so you can send messages. I can say, I'll just say hello. So I say hello, and eventually it should pop up on his screen. But I say hello, and let's say he speaks Italian. I want to know what's the best restaurant down here, so I ask him, and we actually use the Google Translate API. So in your preferences, you can set your language, you can set your proximity. So proximity, you would say, okay, I want to show the users that are within 50 meters of me. The location update frequency, how long the list would update, maximum users, list frequency, and here we have language. So you select your language. When you send a message, it goes to the server in your language, and when we pull it from the server, it would translate it to the language that you saved it as. So that's pretty much what it is. It's kind of like a chat room, but back in the day, you go to a chat room and it's like with random people and you don't know where they are. But this one, you know that they're within the proximity, and it's kind of like, I guess, crowdsourcing a bit. If you're new to campus, you can say where's Carruthers, and a few people are on the, few people who have the app installed. They can reply to you. They say, well, this is where Carruthers. This is how you can find Carruthers.
You can't see it that well, but it shows the messages on the bottom there. It's kind of blurry, but every 5 seconds it updates with new messages that people send.
So we thought the cool part about this was translating. So even if you don't speak the same language, if I go to Italy or Spain or wherever, I set my language as English, I send a message. If you speak Spanish, your language is set to Spanish. It comes from the server, translates to Spanish. If you play in Spanish, it goes back to the server in Spanish. Server reads it as English on my phone. So, and that is ProxyMeety.
It's the button on the box that goes next.
The far right button.
Alright, so the motivations, I guess when I went to Pakistan, I have to change airports like 4 times, and there are 4 different languages. I know with an app like this, it would be very helpful to have, so I can communicate with people. So what if you're in China, you want a place, nice place to eat, you don't know how to ask him, you don't know Chinese, he doesn't know English. So, I mean, if you would just go and try to ask him directly, it wouldn't work, but with the proximity, You can ask, where's good food? So that was basically our motivations. I don't know if you want to say the...
One of the things we initially had tried to do, but it didn't really work out as we planned, was we wanted in the user list to select a user that's in the list, and then you would open up a private chat with that user. So in the future, that would be a nice thing to implement. Yeah, like obviously, you know, if you're on campus, your first day, you know, you can log in and you can see other people who are logged in. You can communicate, say, oh, hey, I'm by this building. Can anyone tell me how to get here or go there or whatever? Another thing we thought would be cool is if you could start your own private chat rooms and then have multiple people join. So you could say, oh, this chat room is for this purpose, and then other people could join like that. Yeah.
And it also, on the service line in the background, that updates your location so that, you know, every time it updates the location, it checks to see if the users that are on your list are still within your proximity. So if not, then it takes them off the list and puts new people if they're within your proximity.
It also lets the user choose how often you want to update the location. So we all know that GPS takes a lot of battery, so if you want to limit it to every now and then, you can also do that.
Good question.
That's the proximity.
Okay, thank you.